Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union. On the go, online, or in person, Vantage West offers more banking choices, lower fees, and more personalized service. Visit vantagewest.org to learn why Arizona Wildcat fans deserve more.
Welcome to another edition of Wildcat Weekly with head coach Rich Rodriguez. It's homecoming Saturday night, the Stanford Cardinal coming to town. Coach, before we get to that, I'll call it a fall break. It was a bye week for the football team. Great chance for the guys to get rested, the coaches to gather, to do some recruiting. So give us a nutshell look of what everybody did during the week off.
Yeah, we hadn't had one in a while, so I had to go back to the old archives to see what we would do. But we had a couple days of practice to hone up some things, to get a head start on Stanford, and then we had a few days of recruiting for the coaches. And we got to try to get some guys healthy, which I think the open week helped. We're not going to get everybody back, but we'll get some guys back. So it was much needed. You know, certainly we've got to look at some things as a coaching staff so we can coach a little better, play a little bit better. But the guys' attitudes have been good, and I think we'll be ready to go Saturday night.
You mentioned the attitude, and every day in practice, it seems like the guys walk in with a positive attitude that they can hardly wait to play. How much does that help you and the coaches in preparation?
It does, because they're a lot more resilient than we are. They bounce back a lot quicker. Coaches, I think we have a tendency to linger too long after bad days. But our guys, you know, they know that we can do better, and we've had some good moments. We've had some tough moments against some pretty good teams. But we've got to play and coach a little bit better, and we're committed to doing that. As I told the team, we may not win the league now, but we can have an impact who does. And we still have a lot out there for us in these last 5 games.
How much do you look back at the first half of the season and say, okay, can we tinker with this or tinker with that? Can you do that during a bye week?
You can, and some of it's with personnel. Certainly your quarterback offensively. If you have an inexperienced guy, you're going to do less. If you have an experienced guy, you can do a little bit more. And so that's part of the thing that we're optimistic about. If we can get some of our experienced quarterbacks back, we can do more of our offense and hopefully execute better.
Stanford comes to town on Saturday night. Number 5 is obviously the focus, Christian McCaffrey, but tell us a little bit about what you expect from the Cardinal.
Well, they're what you'd think. They're one of the most talented teams in the league. They've lost a couple of close games, and McCaffrey was out. But defensively, might be the best front, one of the best fronts in the country. Offensively, they're big and strong, and they're different from what they do. So we're not a real big team, so we've got to play really physical. It's going to be a physical ball game. We understand they're going to be very talented. They don't make very many mistakes. They're well coached, and it'll be a big game for us.
All right, Cats and the Cardinal homecoming Saturday night, 8 o'clock at the stadium, and more Wildcat Weekly right after this.
To us, you're not a bank account. You're not a credit card. To us, you're our friends and neighbors, a part of our history, a key to our future, and you deserve more. More opportunity, more flexibility, and more personal service. We are Vantage West, and you deserve more. Stop in today or visit us online to experience more.
It's important to have someone you trust when it comes to your banking needs. Achieving your financial goals is Vantage West's top priority. Visit vantagewest.org to learn more.
And we continue with Wildcat Weekly. Our guest this week is Layth Friekh. He's a junior lineman for the Wildcats, getting set for the Stanford Cardinal on Saturday night. Layth, tell us a little bit about what brought you to Arizona. You grew up in Arizona, of course, up at Glendale, but what brought you down to Tucson?
You know, my dad, he was an alum here, and my whole life I grew up a Wildcat fan. Always watched the Wildcats my whole life, so it was an easy choice for me.
All right. Tell us about the season so far. I know everybody wants a better one-loss record, but tell us what you've seen, how the team has progressed through the first half.
You know, we progressed well, more emotionally, and so, you know, we had some hardships early on, and I think everyone's grown up a lot. You know, the seniors stepped up a lot, helped everybody out, and I think we're going to be better moving forward.
What'd you do on the bye week?
I went home, visited my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you watch college football at all?
I watched a couple games. I have a close friend who plays at Cal, so watched that game, and I always watched, you know, just the highlights in here and there.
Is it fun watching other teams win and or lose?
No, I'd rather play.
Yeah.
I'd rather be out there playing than watching. So, you know, I'm excited this week we get back on there.
Coach has already made it very clear that Stanford is a physical football team. Tell us how you attack a big physical football team like that.
I think you got to just be more physical. They hit you, you got to hit back. So I think our big emphasis this week is going to be physicality.
Is that something early on in the game? Do you like to establish that with your opponent?
Yeah, I mean, going against the lineman, you go against different players every time, and every player is different. But you kind of want to set the tone early. That's like the whole like mantra of being an old lineman. You want to be tough, physical. So, you know, you try to go out there and hit them as hard as you can.
Okay, I got to ask you because people say they love your hair. So when was the last time you got a cut?
Last time, going on 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So do you have a particular meaning behind it, or is that you?
No, well, you know, I get complimented all the time, so, you know, might as well keep it.
All right.
Yep.
Well, it makes you look tougher, if anything. All right. Layth Friekh, he'll be on the line Saturday, Wildcats and the Cardinal, 8 o'clock at the stadium.
Thanks for watching Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Vantage West Credit Union. Visit vantagewest.org to learn how you can get more personalized service, federally insured by NCUA.